How do I build a website with Wix? Website Building Part 4. Hi guys, I'm Nat Ryan with Internet Marketing DIY. A few videos ago, I mentioned that Wix Website Builder has the most templates and features. So today I'm going to show you exactly how to build a website with Wix. So let's get started. Okay guys, so when you're looking up Wix to make a website using Wix, look up Wix free plan or even just simply Wix, and if you scroll down a little bit you will find it right here, wix.com free website builder. So click on that, and when you do you'll come to a page that looks like this, and once you're there you click the get started button. Okay, and then you need to put in your email and that again, and then password again, and then sign up. Okay, and once you've filled out that form and signed up, it will bring you to this form. It's asking you if they can ask you a few questions so that they can direct your website building to what it is that you need. So let's do that. Let's say, let's do it. Okay, press that button. Okay, it's going. And then who do you want to create a website for? So maybe you're creating for a client. Maybe you're doing one for a company. But myself, this is a site for myself or my business. Let's click on that. But you could be all kinds of different possibilities there. And then, have you created a website before? Now, are you pretty savvy, or is this your first time? Let's pretend it's my first time. It may be yours, it may not, but let's press that one as an option, okay? Because that will help. They'll have more helps for you if you do that. And then enter the type of business, or you can. There's some suggestions here. But if you're a blogger, you can already press that. But I'm going to just say, for instance, that we have a tree service business, and it has it right there for me. So, and then press next. But you put in whatever is appropriate for yourself. And then they can actually create a website for you if you wanted to do that. They'll create something that looks custom text and images for you if you wanted to go that way. But we're not going to go that way today. We're going to go choose a template. Okay, so in the case of tree services, results for tree service. So the ones that they feel is appropriate for me to choose from. Okay, and still there's 17 pages. Now, please note that Wix has 65 pages total of templates that you can choose from. They're giving me they're saying for tree service that these 17 pages somewhere in there would be appropriate. So spend a little time to figure this out, okay? And one way to do that would be to use the drop down and pick the type of business you have, but spend a little time. My suggestion is to pick a template that is as simplified as you possibly can. You know, not too, I know you want all the bells and whistles, but you don't want a major page load time later. Okay guys, so here I am looking for templates, and I've been scrolling through about 10 pages of them, and I just want to show you some of the highlights here and then show you the one that I picked out for that, you know, make-believe tree service. So here's one for a relationship coach, which is really nice. I just want to show you some of the differences, okay? So I don't want you to see the one I picked and go, oh, I don't like that. Maybe the Wix isn't for me. Wix has all kinds of different templates, okay? So this is, you know, this would work great obviously for a coach, life coach, relationship coach, that kind of thing. But if you like the look and feel, you could use it even if you're not a coach, and you can adjust it to your specific needs, okay? And here's an interior design one. A lot of the designy sort of ones, or, you know, very visually stunning. They want the picture to stand out, so they'll have a white background, and they'll do that. So it's that, there's that. So if you're very artsy, then that might work really well. Like if your images are pretty much your story, then this is a great way to do it too. Okay, so that wouldn't really work so much for tree service. Well, you could, but this other one, like a moving company. Okay, so they've got what I like about this is the number at the top. They've got, you know, the nav bars right here. You know, read more about this kind of service, more about that service, more about that. So I sort of like that one. Yeah, it's more business and a service related business. And finally, this was a dumpster rental type of business site, and they got the number here. Put your number there. They've got the nav bar up at the top, and a good picture of what they do, right? Colorful background to get the attention. The only thing I would say about this is I would add more content here in this section, the need a dumpster section, which wouldn't be, it'd be need a tree service, need a tree removal, that kind of thing. And then you've got some pictures and images, and then why choose them. So this is the one I'm going to choose, guys, but you choose the one that is right for you. And we'll move on from there. Okay, guys, so once you have found the template that you want, you just click on the Edit This Site button here at the top. It's a blue button. You do that, and when you do that, it brings you to the editor. It takes a few minutes to load, but when it does, you can see that that website template is in the background here, and they've got all kinds of widgets ahead of it. And welcome to Wix. They want you to watch this video. I strongly suggest that you do that, okay? Okay, guys, so I'm assuming that you've watched the little video. You don't have to, but I really strongly suggest you do. And then you just press Start Now. So then you're in the builder, and we're going to start building in just a moment. Okay, guys, so here we're going to start using the builder here on Wix. So the first thing, I'm not a dumpster business, right? So my make-believe business is in the tree service industry. So I'm going to get rid of this thing. So I'll just click in the image, and I can just press delete on my keyboard. The other thing is this name. My business name is not Dial a Dumpster, so we can just do that. We click in it, and then we press the Edit Text button, and it will highlight it, and we're going to call this Tree Removal Winnipeg. Okay, just for instance, okay? And we can go back in it. We can make this go this way if we want, but I kind of like it that way. We can also edit the text. What we can do is make the text bigger if we want. We can italic, make it in italics. We could do anything we want with that. We can underline it. We can change the color of the text if we wanted, right? So we can do anything like that, whatever you feel. I'm going to leave it in white. So, but that's up to yourself. You can change the font. Okay. So moving on though, how about we change this picture? Okay. So I clicked in it and then pressed change the image because obviously I'm not have a dumpster business. So I've already, what you're going to do, they're going to prompt you to upload a media, and you do that and then you upload it. I've got one here ready. And you press on that, click on it, and then the blue button, choose image, and then it changes it to the image you want. Okay, it could be a better image, but let's just go with that for now as our example, okay? And the next thing that's really bothering me is this orange background. It does get attention, but it's not quite what I like. I do like the color of these, okay? These buttons here, this kind of intense green I kind of like, but I kind of like something different for the back. So I'm going to click into the back. And here on the side says change page background. So I'm going to click that. When you do that, you can change it to an image, by the way. You could put a video in there. So here's a there's some other ones that they have that they're suggesting. Okay. Note that if you use some of their suggested background images, a lot of other people are using those backgrounds too, right? There's a lot of people using Wix as a website builder. So it doesn't make it as unique for yourself. Also, those backgrounds will take longer to load. See, they're showing you what that would look like if you hover over it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just change the color. So I'm going to come here. So that orange isn't too bad. What if I wanted to make it more brown? That's kind of interesting, or even darker brown, because, we have a tree, right? So we could do that. Okay, that's what it would look like. You hover over it, it shows you what it looks like. Let's go a darker green, or even a darker green, like really severely darker green. Or just slightly, or a medium green, or you could go gray, right? You can also, if you press the change button here, you can change the color palette, okay, to a different one, and it'll show you here. I am scrolling through them, so it's changing it like crazy. But if I'm going back to this color palette, I kind of like it sort of a dark brown or a dark green, like a really dark green is kind of nice. So come on, baby. Why are you not letting me? Oh, because I got to add. Okay, so when I go here, I got to add. Okay, and there we got a darker brown. I don't think that was as dark as I wanted it, but there. And there we go. So then we've got the dark brown, and then we can X out of that. Okay, and the next thing we're going to change some other little things. Okay guys, so I actually did change the background color there back to a dark green, and I decided on a different picture, but as you can see there's a bit of a problem here because this box is over top of this guy's face, okay, and you can't see him. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move that box. So what I'm going to do is click in it, and I'm going to take the whole box, see, and move it over, drag and drop it where I want. So I'm going to put it over to the right hand side of that image, put it over the top of that. So now it's there. Okay, now we're going to go click in it, and we're going to edit the text in here. Okay, so, and you can make it whatever size you want. It's going to ask you first if you want to make it bigger. I'm going to make it a little tiny bit bigger. I'm going to say 20 here. Sometimes you can just go in there and go 20 instead. Okay, and bold, and bold. What the heckity heck? Okay, now I want it to be a bit more like that. Okay, maybe not so much that way, but then we're going to slide this down a little bit. There we go. So you got to play with these things a little bit. It can be a little bit of a pain. Okay, so there we go. And then we're going to just write what we want here. Oh, here we go. So call now for your free, no obligation quote. Okay, and then we can put another one, 555, 555, 5555. Okay, like that. Okay, and then this here too, we can actually change the color of it. So I'm going to make it lighter so we can actually see it on that green. Okay, and then just click out of that and go this way, and there it is. Okay, so there you have that. So that's the next thing. So that looks a little bit better, right? We can actually make the, you know, if we make this font a little smaller, we won't catch this guy's the top of his thing, but we can finesse that later if you like. So here's the next part here, and for the text, you can edit the text. The one thing I want to do first, instead of this, you could say need. I'm going to put need a tree removal, okay, instead. Okay, and again, we can do the color, change that color, right? So let's make it that dark, really dark green, or kind of like a medium dark. Okay, lovely. See, so then we're in that. Okay, and then here, I'm going to get this out of the way so you can see better. And then in here, we can edit text. It's going to, I don't want to edit the top one because I already did that. And here, we're going to take that out. And we're going to add some lorem ipsum to that. So if you don't know what that is, you can look it up online under lorem ipsum. I'll show you in a sec here. Okay, so just go and search out lorem ipsum. LOREM IPSUM. Okay. And you can scroll down till you get it to, let's see, the one I want. You can do generator meetings. You could do that. That's fine. Yep, that's the one I want. I always do this. So what you do is you just highlight this and copy. It's okay to copy this. You're not going to get in trouble for copying this out. And then we're going to bring it back to here. Going to put in edit text. Oh, darn. And we're going to paste instead. Paste that in, okay? And then we can do another paragraph. Paste. Scroll down a little bit so I can see it. There we go. And let's say another paragraph, okay? And paste. Now, with this stuff, if you don't want it to be, maybe we want it to be, instead of in centered, so we go down to alignment, and we can do align it this way. So it's this way here. Okay. So that's how you do that. Okay. So that we created like a text block. Now the reason why we use this lorem ipsum, it's like a, placeholder for your content, your written text content, okay? When you have your text ready, when you have your content ready, I'm going to make this a little wider, by the way. When you have your content ready, then you replace your lorem ipsum stuff with your content. Does that make sense? But it's a great way to just get the look and feel of your website. You know where your content's going to go. You got that sussed out. You've got it all worked out. And then when you have your written text content ready, you can drop it in instead of the lorem ipsum. Okay, next up, guys. So we did this needed tree removal area. Put our lorem ipsum in there for now as a placeholder until we get our own content ready, right? So we've done that. And I've pressed the save button so that, you know, I don't lose what I've done so far, okay? So moving on, where it says dumpsters for. Now I kind of like this section because you can link these little titles and pictures to the actual pages, service pages on your website as well. But let's change this text out, okay? And edit the text. We're not going to call it dumpsters for. We're going to say tree services we provide, okay? Call it that. And then we can also change the color of it to that medium dark green. Oh, wait a minute. Why are you not changing? Because I need to, oh, for love of, okay, there we go. And change the color to that medium dark green. Okay, so that looks good. Now let's change that, change the text in that little, where are you? There we go. Okay, and then we'll say tree removal in this one. Boom. And change text. And we'll call this stump grinding. Whoops. If I know how to spell stump, that would be good. Stump grinding. Boom. And go in there, change text, and we'll call this one tree pruning. Okay, boom. Now let's change those pictures. So click in the picture, change image. And so we'll use that one for tree removal. See? And click in that one, change it to a stump grinding image. So there's a stump grinder in action, so that's a good one. Boom. And for tree pruning, change the image, and we'll choose these pruning shears, okay, for now, just to give you an idea. And like I say, you can add a link to any of these, like for the image itself. So if someone clicks on the image, they'll go to your tree pruning page or whatever service page that's connected to, right? So you can do that. And also if they click in these, so you can make all those spots clickable for internal linking, which is a really great idea to do, but we're not going to do that today. But you know, you get the general idea. Okay, so moving on. So here's the next to bottom part of the website. So we have why choose dial a dumpster. Well, I think it's a great section to have, but we're going to edit that to say why choose tree, whoa, too many E's, removal Winnipeg. Okay, makes sense? Okay, and now these parts in here, we could, if you have your content to put in these little short snippets of why they should choose your company or what have you, you can put them in right away. But if you don't, you can always put in lorem ipsum, okay? So I have it still ready in a little piece of that, a portion of it. I'm going to do that with this one here too. I'm just going to right click and paste that lorem ipsum in there. Again, edit text. I'm going to right click and paste. And same thing with this one, edit text. And just right click and paste. Okay, so that we got that done. Now, the footer here says 2023 by Dumpster, proudly created with Wix.com. You can click in that and you can change that footer to anything you like. Let's say 20. Wait a minute. Hold on. If you make a mistake, you always have an undo button up here. I could show you later, but there is an undo, so you could just undo the whole thing. Let's say we want to whoops, edit the text, but maybe I want to keep that copyright little, you know, the little C that's in a circle. So that's a 2020 by tree removal Winnipeg. Okay. Whoop. There we go. Boys, I can't spell today. Okay. And then anything in here you want. Like we could even say something like, thanks for visiting. Or, let's get social. How about that? Let's get social. I really can't spell today. Okay, let's get social. Because there's the social bar of social buttons here. You can click in that. You can set your social links. So right now they got Facebook and Twitter. It's very hard to see on this, but they do have Facebook and Twitter. You can add an icon. So let's say, for instance, that we had an Instagram page. Okay, so you can see all the different social ones they have here. Let's say you have Instagram. So you can click on that, add the icon to your gallery, okay? And then you can click on it and put done, and it will add that icon in to your social bar here. It's really hard to see because this little chat thing is out in the way, but it is there. And so there you have it. Now, come up. I'm gonna move this thing. Sugar. Stop it. I'm going to move this up so you can see what I'm looking at here. So at this point, save. Okay. And when you do that, it's prompting you to connect to a domain if you want to do that. Or you can just, this is just a save button. This is what it's going to look like later. But let's just say done so that we've saved it. Okay. And it says saved. See, you see what I mean? Okay. And we're going to clean up and just finish up with our home page and move on. Okay guys, so we're just going to finish up here on the home page. I changed the color of this to white, as you can see. Also with the social bar down here, remember that let's get social, the social bar? Well, when you click in it and set the social links, you click on the one that you want, and then you can add over here on the right hand side, add a link to that. So you would put in your address of your Instagram account here, okay? The URL address of your Instagram account, and then you press done, okay? Just so you can link up to your actual, well, Instagram account. I mean, it makes sense, right? Okay, if you ever want to get rid of these toolbars, this one's kind of a pain in the butt here on the side. You can always X that off, okay? So it kind of cleans up that side. If you ever need it again, you come up here to the top toolbar for tools and click back on your toolbar. There it is, okay? So I'm just going to leave it off. All right, so scrolling back up, we like the look of that. We're going to add those links into those pages. Okay, we like that. We like this. Okay, I made this a little bit smaller. I resized this so it wasn't, you know, the box wasn't really half hiding this guy's helmet. So I did that. Now, whoops. Keep moving that. I don't want to move that. Okay, so here's the title. It's a little bit weeny, isn't it? Okay, so what I've done, what you can do is you can take this and really stretch this box right out. Okay, like that. And when you've done that, you can even make it like taller, you know, skinnier this way or this way. You make it bigger like this, and then if you click on in the text, the edit button, we can make that like a lot bigger if we want. See, we can really size that big. See, so let's do that. Boom. Right, so that makes more of a presence than just how it was before when it was so small. Now, we've got in the nav bar here, we have home, about us, contact, construction, commercial, residential. Okay, this doesn't make sense. So we need to change up these pages here to reflect the services that Tree Removal Winnipeg provides, right? So right here on the left-hand side, menus and pages. So we're going to click on that. We're going to go down to the one that says construction, go right over to the right like this, and we're going to hit rename. Okay. It's going to bring us to that, and it looks like that. Looks pretty much like our other one did, okay? But what we're going to do is rename that. We're going to call that Tree Removal, right? Done. And you can see it did that in there. We're going to go down to the commercial one. We're going to rename that one. Stone grinding. Right, done. And that residential one, we're going to go and rename that guy. Okay. And whoops, we're going to go what was it? Tree pruning, right? Tree pruning. And done. So there it is in there. Okay. And you can reorder these, which is really kind of cool. So in order to reorder them, you could just pick it up and put in like that. I want to leave that there, but let's say we want to put all these up here ahead of the About Us and the Contact. So we just drag them up there. See, like that? So that's reordered them. So let's go back to the home page. See, it'll bring us right back to that. See? And now we've got home, tree removal, stump grinding, tree pruning, About Us, and Contact. If we want to go in there, we can manage this. We can go into the navigation. Like we can see what the navigation looks. We can manage the pages from there. So we can do lots of stuff. It's really worthwhile having a look around, playing around with it. And that's what we do to do our pages. And you do the same thing on your other pages. So you would just go into your other page here. So let's say I would go in through this and then go, okay, I want to go to my tree removal page, right? So then we're in the tree removal page. And then what you do is you do your stuff. I mean that this is pretty much the same, but your background color, change that up, change what you need to change in there, and you do your stuff that you need to do in those pages. So same kind of thing. Go back to menu and pages, go back to the home page whenever you like. And what you do is hit the save button, okay? And saving your changes, okay? There it is. One more thing. If you ever make a mistake, undo button's right up here, okay? You can preview, which is great too, because it'll show you what it looks like when it's like this. Okay, do you see what I mean? So it's a great little feature there, okay? We're currently in preview mode, so, and you can also look at what it looks like on a mobile. See, this is what it would look like on a mobile device, okay? So that's pretty neat. It's pretty good, right? Okay, so that's a great little feature there. You can always toggle between the two of them. Back to editor. Okay, so that's a great thing to do. If you go save your work, this is what it's gonna, this is the address of your website as it stands now. Very hard to see, but HTTPS, you know, and all that. Marie Bujold 911. Now Marie Bujold, that's my middle name and my maiden name, okay? 911. Wixsite.com/mysite, okay? And, you know, you can put your own domain name. You can choose one. But that's what it would be if you did not decide to buy any website and you wanted an absolutely complete free website. That's the name it would give you, okay? So we're just doing that there, okay? And the next thing we're going to do is publish the site. See what it looks like. Okay guys, so let's assume that we have finished with the site. We've done all the editing we wanted to do. We've created all the other pages the way we wanted them. Not forgetting to replace our lorem ipsum areas with our own text, you know, our own content there. We've got it all the way we want it. Okay, so now it's time to publish the site, okay? So before you publish it, you have to understand, do I want a 100% free website? Okay. If you want absolutely 100% free, no cost to you whatsoever, I'm going to show you what that looks like because I've already published this as an absolutely free website. Okay. And this is what it'll look like. Your domain name, it's up here. You can see that. My domain name for this particular site is mariebujold911.wixsite.com/mysite. That's literally what the domain name is. The Marie Bujold, by the way, again, that's my middle name and my maiden name and 911. But that Marie Bujold 911 was based on the username I signed up this account with. Okay. And so it's the kind of thing that you would be stuck with. You wouldn't have a domain name if you're choosing. It would be based on the username that they created when you signed up, and wixsite.com mysite. Okay. Also 100% free website. You're always going to have this bar up here that says, the site was designed with the Wix.com website builder. Create your website today. Start now. This is a, advertising bar. If you have a 100% free website, it stays there, and no matter where you scroll, see, if I scroll down that homepage or anything, that bar up there is still there. It's sticky. It won't move. Don't have anything at the bottom, but you sure do have that sticking no matter where your visitors go, okay? So unless you want that option, I would suggest upgrading, and how you do that is you up here at the top in your editor to settings, and you scroll down to upgrade, and you come into upgrade, okay? And then it shows you what the popular plans are and all that. So they want this unlimited one, but you can do this for as low as, if you connect just a domain name, okay, then you will eliminate that weird domain name that I had, and you can just select a domain name, $5 per month US, okay, and that's it, okay. Then you still have the ad though. You still have that sticky ad banding there at the top of your website. If you don't want the ad and you want your own domain, I choose at least this one, okay, $10 a month US, okay. That will remove the Wix ads, and you will get your domain name for a year with that hosting attached, okay. So that, and then this one has a whole bunch of more storage space, unlimited bandwidth, which is really handy. That helps you to not have as much page load problems as well, guys. So I really suggest that. So I mean, you know, do you want a site that has that kind of a URL and has this sticky advertisement? Yeah. It's kind of rinky-dink looking, okay? So at least this, if not this, okay? But that's my suggestion. You do what you like with your site, and good luck to you with your website. All the best. If after watching this video, you're not sure whether Wix is right for you, don't worry. In my next video, I'm going to show you how to build a website on GoDaddy. Stay tuned for that. Or better still, guys, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss it. While you're at it, if you like this video, hit the like button below, and if you'd like me to cover something specific, please leave me a comment. Bye for now, guys. Thanks for watching.